Hi everybody, Roxy here, and today we're going to talk about a subject that I am very passionate about, and that is the subject of autism and what causes it. To this day, nobody has been able to answer the question of what causes autism, and I have gathered some theories. They help give you some light into the subject and enlighten and make you think. Use your critical thinking. My number one theory is GMOs. GMOs came about in the 1980s, and about the same time, statistics of autistic children have grown accordingly, exponentially related to the GMO problem. My number two reason for an increment in number of autistic children in this country is vaccines. Now, there's a lot of research about it, and I'm not going to dig into it today. What I'm going to concentrate is in my number three reason, and the one that has me more concerned than anything else, that I don't think anybody is paying attention to. And that is the cocktail drugs women are getting when they're going through the labor process. Doctors want women in and out of hospital as fast as they can. How do they achieve that? C-section. Insurance companies are also involved, because if you compare how much it costs for a woman to give birth vaginally, recuperation time is less, there's less drugs involved, everything about it is less money. There's less money involved, so insurance companies don't make as much of a profit if women go the natural way. Think about it. If you're a woman and you're pregnant and you go to the doctor and you ask your doctor for some drugs, what does he tell you?
Doctor, please give me something. I have terrible headaches. I couldn't sleep last night.
You want me to give you drugs for your headache? Absolutely not. You're pregnant.
Exactly. You cannot even take a Tylenol, for Christ's sake. But the day of your labor, what happens?
This has been taking far too long. Nurse, give her some Pitocin. Now!
Pitocin is a man-made drug that contracts the uterus. It compresses the baby for a longer period of time. They get into the hospital, and the first thing they do is induce you, give you Pitocin. Then that starts your contractions, and you're feeling uncomfortable and pain. Give me something, I'm in so much pain.
Pain? Oh, don't worry. We'll give you an epidural.
And then they give you that epidural. The epidural numbs you. The epidural slows down your birth. Then, because of that so much Pitocin, that extra Pitocin in your body, you start contracting and asphyxiating your baby inside of you. But you don't feel anything, but because you are numb, you're completely numb because of the epidural. Then doctors tell you,
oh no, the baby's heart rate's dropping. We're going to have to get you into an emergency C-section immediately if we want to save the life of your baby.
They started everything to begin with. They're not saving the life of anybody. They are giving you a ton of drugs. Think about it. You couldn't even take a Tylenol for 9 months. And now they're pumping you with Pitocin, inducing drugs, drugs to stop the contraction so you don't have the baby on the whole way. Then they have to even numb you even more when they take you into the ER so you don't feel anything when they're cutting you open. Think about it, women. Just wake up. This is not what nature intends to do. I understand that there are situations where women really need to have a C-section. But look at statistics from 20 years ago. C-section? Almost unheard of. This is not what nature intends to do in the first place. We are here on earth to feel every single feeling and sensation we were put down to earth with. I was blessed to be born a woman, and I want to feel that to the fullest of the expression. I understand that society gets numb with prescription drugs, with over-the-counter drugs, with alcohol, with hospitals. You feel sad and depressed, and they're here, take this pill. No, you are supposed to feel sad. You are supposed to feel in that pain and overcome it yourself. Feelings are not good or bad. They're just feelings, and you just have to learn to navigate through them. That is why I feel knowing your body is so important. I know that my body is able to do whatever it needs to do at any given moment of my life. Even if it's when I'm giving birth or any single moment. If I ate something that didn't agree with me, I am sure and I trust my body. I surrender. I know that my body is going to be able to handle it. Think about it. When you're in a hospital, you are in an environment where you have no familiarity with. Smells different. You're wearing a gown. Hopefully nobody died the day before with that gown. Being on a space you've never been before, and you're supposed to relax, and everything that comes with birthing, the birthing process, you have to relax. Your parasympathetic nervous system has to be working at its fullest. But what happens today is the sympathetic response, fight-flight response. What happens when we have the fight-flight response? All the blood goes to our extremities. Our extremities are pumped full of blood so we can run and escape from the little mammoth. When we are scared, when we are in a place where we have never been, we have the sympathetic response, that fight-flight response. Our extremities get full of blood. We're ready to run. The opposite has to happen when we're giving birth. We have to be relaxed to another level. They have demonstrated that women who are fearful during labor do not have their uterus engorged with blood. The more blood you have in your uterus while giving birth, the less painful it is. The less blood, because you're fearful, because that blood that is supposed to be engorging the uterus is in the extremities, because you're having that fight-flight response, you are feeling more pain. At the end, it's all about the money. How much does it cost to care for an autistic child? Medication, special needs that they do have, therapy, all that costs money. Follow the money. I wanted to make this video because I'm very passionate about it, and I want to encourage women to get their midwives, to have a more natural approach, for them to be open to new possibilities, If you're a woman and you feel empowered by knowing about all this information, please subscribe to my channel and share this information with more women out there. And I will see you on the next episode. Ciao, ciao. I just love you today.